Good afternoon. Fade to Black breaking news for this Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. All right, huge week this week on Fade to Black, but they're all big. Starting last night, we had Suzanne Ross on with us, and it was a great conversation talking about souls and simulation. Following up with that, tonight, Riz Verk is back, living in a simulation. Tomorrow night, Dahlia Burgoyne joins us for the first time. Mindsight Without Eyes. This is going to be a true not to miss show. And then Thursday, Trevor Grassi is here. We're going to be talking about his team, the research, and the SARS project, and what is going on underneath Giza. Huge week on Fade to Black. Now, I have actually six events coming up, all in 2026. Conscious Life Expo, February 20th through the 23rd at the LAX Hilton, followed by the Contact Modalities Expo, May 1st through the 3rd in Delavan, Wisconsin. Then Contact in the Desert, May 28th through June 1st, 2026. Tickets on sale Thanksgiving Day, followed by the Monty Python Tour of Scotland, August 1st through the 9th, 2026. Then Peru and Easter Island, November 2026 with Brian Forrester. I will also, in May and June of 2026, I will be down in Peru with Brian Forrester for the Inca Celebration of the Sun. That tour is now announced and on the Hidden Inca Tours website. All right, there you go. Let's get to it. On this day in history, 1909, the first race is held at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Here is your fader fact. Underneath the streets of Beijing, China, there are over 1 million people who live in nuclear bunkers. And that is your fader fact. Let's get to the breaking news. In a blog post over the weekend, Avi Loeb pointed to observations by NASA's Hubble Space Telescope, which showed a glow of light ahead of the motion of 3I Atlas towards the sun. Avi says that there was no evidence of a bright cometary tail in the opposite direction. Loeb is now saying that 3I Atlas is generating its own light and that it may be a spacecraft powered by nuclear energy. And the dust emitted from its frontal surface might be from dirt that accumulated on its surface during its interstellar travel. Holy crap. Well, I guess we'll find out October 29th when not only 3I Atlas pops out from behind the sun, but it is going to whiz by Mars. NASA will be collecting data. It's a big day. A crane collapsed into a Merritt Island, Florida home on Wednesday, August 13th. The homeowner's name, Jim Crane. And he witnessed the incident and stated that he warned workers prior to the collapse. The incident happened at 12:34 p.m. at Mackerel Avenue and Dorsal Street. The crane was removed overnight, but the home is a total loss. Coincidence? I don't think so. Chinese astronauts added more debris shielding to the Tiangong space station during a 6.5-hour spacewalk last Friday. 2 astronauts from the 3-person Shenzhou 20 mission did the spacewalk. It was at least the second effort for the crew to put debris protection devices on the 3-module space station. What do they know that we don't? Well, in more space debris news, Southwest Research Institute, otherwise known as SWRI, has developed and tested a micrometeoroid and orbital debris MMOD detection and characterization system designed for satellites and spacecraft to monitor impacts from space debris. The system provides critical post-impact data, ensuring awareness of an impact even when damage is not immediately apparent. In more SWRI news, a Southwest Research Institute review of data collected from near-Earth asteroids Bennu and Ryugu supports the hypothesis that they were originally part of the Polana collisional family in the main asteroid belt between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. The study compared data from Polana with spacecraft and laboratory data from Bennu and Ryugu samples, discovering that they originate from the same parent asteroid. Wow. Portugal just granted its first license to operate a spaceport to the Portuguese Atlantic Spaceport Consortium, otherwise known as the ASC. Portugal Spaceport will operate from the island of Santa Maria in the Azores. Portugal Spaceport will start operations in 2026. A delicate, antique Buddhist scroll crafted by Mongolian nomads has finally been unfurled after spending decades in museum storage, using a combination of 3D X-ray tomography and AI assistance. The process, as well as what they found written inside, are detailed in a study published in the Journal of Cultural Heritage. Ancient Chinese ink is usually glue and soot, but this ink contained metal particles. Well, there you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this August 19th, 2026. Breaking news is produced by Renee Neumann. I'm Jimmy Church. I want to remind everybody that tonight on Fade to Black, Riz Verk is with us. And we're going to be talking about the big subject these days. Are we living in a simulation? All of that and much more tonight with Riz. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. But for now, all I've got is Go Beckley Teppy.